Cole Phelps and Jack Kelso. With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good guy, wound way too tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. And in my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before. He jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car. Wendell
Get him.
Bowers, stop.
Get him.
LAPD.
Run faster, brah.
Why, you?
He's so bald and he's so old. How can't you catch him? Oh shit, that's a trash can. You should be young and virile, cop. But oh man, he's getting away from you.
Bowers, hold it right there.
Oh,
Stop now or I
oh.
will shoot.
Up the shimmy. Climb faster, bruh.
Jesus, Dunn. Watch your fire.
He's just shooting randomly.
Don't want to do this, Wendell.
What kind of name is Wendell, anyways?
Right now. Give it up, Wendell.
He's so old. He should have like testicular cancer. You don't want to get too close because he'll kick you in the face right away. See how he stopped? He's just waiting to kick you right in the jawline. So let's back up. Come on. Get a nice crotch shot right there.
I've done my time.
It's over, Bowers.
Wait for it. Oh, it's not here
You
yet.
assholes already screwed me once.
Do a barrel.
Give it up, Bowers. There's nowhere left to go.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves.
Oh, this. That had to hurt. Pretty standard fight, though. Oh, he broke it. Huh.
Pretty boy.
I guess I should block. Oh, wait, I'm not holding L2. Whoopsies! You gotta hold L2 to actually do the punching and the kicking.
What you doing, Wendell? Your parole officer's feeling lonely. He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Really?
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
Penis, 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 penis. Anyways,
Everybody
this
stay back.
is the last mission of the patrol series before you get upgraded to detective. So let's make sure to find all the clues first. So got some shells right here. Doing a little zoom
Shell
in.
cases. These look like 32s.
There you go. So I actually missed this the first time around. It's kind of obvious, but the gun's right here. Browning, I think. Gotta zoom in. Squint those Asian eyes, Nick.
Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
Alright. Oh yeah, gotta actually search him.
Broad daylight. Crowded
This is
street.
your first body search, so I'll go through all the processes. You can search different parts of the body. So go to the head first. Listen to it. Wait, listen. Oh, you hear that? Oh, that cracking. Anyways. And then usually you can search the hands. This guy doesn't have anything on his hands though. The hands become more important later into the game. Then usually they have stuff in their pockets. Such as a layaway form, such as this one. There we go.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
Kind of looks like a putz wearing this police
This
outfit.
guy in the crowd thinks he saw something, Cole.
And the last
You better take a
one.
statement.
Talk to citizens.
All right. Yes, it's a dead person.
Talk to citizens. Come on. There you go.
Sir, I'm Officer Phelps. What exactly did you see?
I heard the shots. I thought it was a car backfiring. I saw a girl run into the shoe store.
To view eyewitness.
Speak to the witness before homicide arrives, Phelps. If you think she's lying, don't be afraid to get forceful. Verbally, of course. And don't accuse her of anything without proof. Lawyers love that shit. And if you're sure she's straight up, try the general approach. See what you can coax out of her.
Alright, so this is the very first time you're actually been using the facial recognition system that you're going to be using a lot in this game. This is your first kind of interrogation in the game.
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
So you have to first select the first question. More will become more available after you do it. So I guess it's kind
You
of
think you can tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
So this is a chance. See how her eyes are kind of wandering back and forth. This is where you have to use the proof to kind of. So they give options here. You can accuse, truth. If you think she's telling the truth, select truth. If you doubt, what I usually do is I hit lie first. And if you hit lie, then
You're lying, Miss Galetta. You know what happened and why.
we'll see.
You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
So all the evidence that you collected shows up on this list. So you have to select the right sort of evidence if you accuse her of lying. But if you don't have the evidence, if you don't think that you have it, always back out. You can always back out.
Sorry?
Like this right here. And choose something else. So in my experience, you can always hit lie to start off with. And if you just scroll through the evidence, then I don't know, just you base it on their facial expression. So obviously she's lying, so I'm gonna hit lie. And I've done this, so it's gonna be the layaway voucher that proves that she's lying.
Your pearl earrings, Miss Galetta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying. And tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh God, I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing
Some
the
guy
road.
just stopped.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store. He's showing me a lovely watch. Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
Then what happened?
We get back here, and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
Alright, possible murder suspect.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked away.
See how our eyes are kind of watering still there? If like the tip said, if you think she's lying but lack proof, best go with doubt. So anytime her eyes are wandering, or the person's eyes is wandering, and you don't have the proof, just go with doubt here. So doubt.
You're making me angry, Miss Galetta. Is that what you want? Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do. It's not my fault if he has nice things.
Anti-Semitism for the loss. Details of shooting.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Galetta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded like there were so many, and they were so loud.
So now you can tell her eyes are not wandering. They're pretty straightforward. So X is truth.
I need you to concentrate, Miss Galetta. Even minor details can become important later on.
Well, there was one bang, and then another, and then 3 very quickly, close together. 5.
Thank you for your help, ma'am. It's been very
100%.
We'll need you to make a formal
FTW.
statement
GG
about
no
what
re.
happened, Mr. Gage.
Does that mean I can still collect my... Never mind. Yes, officer, I'll make a statement.
Alright, next step. We gotta go to the gun store and gotta let my partner drive, though.
We have the murder weapon.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
Thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
So we could go to the jewelry store right away, but we need more evidence. So we're actually going to go to the gun
Go over
store.
the case notes.
We're gonna let our buddy drive here just so we don't hit stuff.
Don't
So
you
the
people
facial
have anything
animations
better to
really are making this game right now. The only complaint I have right now is just about the pacing of everything. It's kind of, when I first played through, there were a couple of missions that you could have been somewhat omitted to kind of just help with the flow of the game, but otherwise it's been fairly fun. It really reminded me of Heavy Rain with all the detective work and everything and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm not gonna ruin the ending for you guys. Well, I can't because the video get flagged and all that kind of stuff. But anyways,
Officers
moving
Phelps
to the
and
gun
Dunn,
store.
sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Kalu. Edgar Kalu was his name. Thing looked like it'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
You know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield, jewelry store, just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help. You're behind the wheel.
There you go. So that's the final clue that we need to really just grab this guy by the nutsack. So let's go to the jewelry store. So you gotta keep in mind this game was set in the 40s, so anti-Semitism was not beyond the norm back then. Quick little history lesson for you, if you didn't already know. The jewelry store.
Officer, can I interest you in...
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is...
Look how big his nose
sitting
is.
to lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
And he's running.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole!
Go! Jewish people aren't that fast. Come on now. But they really capture the essence of the 40s in this game. There, from the music to like the design. And this part really messed me up because they gave me a gun for some reason. But I shot him the very first time and then I failed the mission. I'm like, why would you give me the gun in the first place? Take it out. If I couldn't even shoot him. So, go for the tackle. Go for the tackle. Yeah. Punch him while he's down. No big deal.
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The case that makes you, and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve, the one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, boyo, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time, and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling?
1940s, remember?
Fine, sir.
Violence was
Very
loud.
good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Love his Irish accent. Love it. Very sexy.
Blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Argument with
You
Gage.
followed Everett Gage and a girl back in the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Watch him. So he's obviously lying. We know that. And
You
we
shot
have
Gage.
eyewitness.
We know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
Suspect positively identified.
We know all about the argument. Miss Galetta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony's gonna stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
And once again, that is a lie.
You're lying, Kalu. I think you lent Gage money. He owed you payment.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So I'm pretty sure. I don't have the evidence for this. Let's go back out.
You don't ask, you never find out.
I think it's doubt, actually. Let's see. Doubt?
You
Oh, yeah, okay, good.
left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy butt snatcher? You and that stup Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just Officer Phelps, isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Promotion
Then let me have a
time.
word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, Boyle. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing.
Nice. Promotion.